Welcome back to Archithings, your go-to channel for home design inspiration, architectural insight, and innovative spatial thinking. Today, we're diving into a subject that stirs up strong opinions but holds undeniable design power: brutalist architecture. Specifically, how brutalist floor plans are engineered to be both open and private, a balance that's incredibly hard to strike. Concrete might seem cold and uninviting at first glance, but in the right hands, it becomes a sculptural element that defines space, filters light, and frames the world outside. This episode will explore how designers use concrete not just as a material, but as a spatial tool, creating homes that feel solid yet serene. Before we jump in, make sure you hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you're into bold, uncompromising design, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing your take on these architectural conversations. Brutalism began in the mid-20th century and is characterized by the use of raw concrete, geometric forms, and unapologetic materiality. The term itself comes from the French béton brut, meaning raw concrete. But brutalism is more than just concrete, it's an architectural philosophy grounded in honesty and clarity. In residential architecture, brutalism pushes back against ornamentation and focuses on structural expression. This makes the layout of a brutalist home crucial, because the plan must do all the talking that decorative elements normally would. These homes are not just visual statements, they are deeply functional and often more livable than they might seem from the outside. With the right layout, they can feel surprisingly warm, open, and intimate. One of the most fascinating things about brutalist homes is how they manage the paradox of openness and privacy. It's a dance between allowing light and air to flow, while still creating secluded, peaceful pockets. Walls are often replaced with level changes, thick volumes, or shifts in material texture. These subtle spatial tricks let you move through the home with a sense of transition, without ever feeling boxed in. This is not accidental. Brutalist architects treat the floor plan like a sculptural landscape, carving out moments of intimacy within a larger, open space. The result is privacy without confinement. Instead of traditional doors and hallways, brutalist homes often use mass and void to define zones. That means solid concrete walls or blocks may delineate spaces, while negative space, voids, become the connectors. A heavy wall may separate the kitchen from the living room, but it's often punctuated by voids that let light or movement pass through. It's a much more sculptural, almost urban, way of dividing space. This kind of zoning makes the home feel structured yet breathable. You're never far from the next space, but you always have a sense of boundaries and purpose. Light is everything in a brutalist home. With fewer decorative features, light becomes one of the main ways to bring life and rhythm into the space. Architects often use strategic skylights, slit windows, or light wells carved into concrete to wash walls with sunlight. This turns even the thickest material into a canvas for shadows and movement. These lighting moves are never random. They're tied directly into the floor plan, illuminating walkways, softening living areas, or creating drama in entryways. Brutalist plans use geometry to guide how we move. Strong lines, angled walls, or interlocking boxes subtly steer the body through the home, without obvious cues. Instead of traditional open-plan layouts, you get orchestrated openness, with each turn and threshold adding a new experience. Every space has its own spatial identity. This creates a flow that feels intentional, almost like walking through a gallery or landscape. Even simple moves, like offsetting walls slightly, can change how you perceive and use space. Another hallmark of great brutalist homes is the use of internal courtyards and buffer zones. These are outdoor rooms, often enclosed or semi-enclosed, that act as breathing space between more functional areas. They're not just aesthetic, they provide light, ventilation, and privacy all at once. You'll often find a bedroom opening onto a private courtyard rather than the street-facing side of the home. These zones can also reduce noise, create microclimates, and offer moments of solitude without isolating you from the rest of the home. Brutalist homes frequently play with verticality. Split levels or half staircases allow for separation without detachment. You're always aware of the rest of the house, but physically elevated or sunken just enough to feel a change. This multi-level strategy lets private and public spaces coexist. A sunken living room can feel cozy and grounded, while a raised dining area feels open and celebratory. Changes in level often mirror changes in light, material, or sound, all of which reinforce the intended atmosphere of each space. In brutalist interiors, furniture is often built in, and considered part of the architecture itself. Concrete benches, shelving, or even bathtubs are poured directly into the structure. This creates continuity between the plan and the experience of living within it. There's no need for excess because the home provides its own furniture logic. It also enhances the balance between openness and privacy, because built-ins define how you use a space without needing to add walls or doors. Materiality plays a big role in brutalist floor plans. Raw concrete might be paired with wood, brick, or terrazzo to distinguish spaces and functions. For example, a polished concrete floor in the kitchen might shift to warm wood planks in the living room, a visual signal that the purpose of the space has changed. This zoning through material also affects acoustics, comfort, and mood, adding depth and nuance to a home that otherwise might seem monolithic. Brutalist homes often celebrate the threshold, the moment of transition between spaces. These are moments to pause, recalibrate, and adjust your senses. You might go from a narrow, compressed hallway into a double-height living space. That shift makes the openness feel even more dramatic and freeing. These threshold moments are carefully designed. They add rhythm to the floor plan and give the architecture its cinematic quality. Brutalist floor plans often frame specific views, whether it's a slice of sky, a tree in the courtyard, or a distant mountain. These views anchor the space emotionally and visually. By aligning walls and windows precisely, architects turn these views into architectural features. They become part of the interior experience. This helps you orient yourself inside the home and builds a connection to the natural environment, a surprising touch of softness in such a hard material language. Privacy in brutalist homes is all about controlled exposure. Windows are placed to give light and views without inviting outside eyes. It's surgical. Frosted glass, screen walls, or recessed openings allow you to be seen only when you want to be. You control the narrative of your space. This lets brutalist homes be part fortress, part sanctuary, open to the sky, but closed to the noise. Concrete is not inherently cozy, but it has acoustic benefits when used wisely. In brutalist homes, the texture and thickness of concrete dampen outside sound and create a calming atmosphere inside. Paired with warm lighting, tactile furniture, and soft textiles, you get a home that feels quiet, composed, and meditative. This atmosphere enhances the effect of the floor plan, making transitions between spaces feel smoother and more intuitive. Think of homes like Peter Zumthor's Brutalist Chapel or Tadao Ando's row house in Sumiyoshi. These are not residential per se, but their plans show how concrete can create profound spatial experiences. In residential settings, take the Casa Brutale concept or Paulo Mendes de Rocha's family homes. They use concrete to shape space, not just fill it. What all these examples share is a devotion to balance, openness where you need it, privacy where you crave it, and a floor plan that feels inevitable. Brutalist homes may look imposing from the outside, but step inside, and you'll often find a carefully choreographed dance of light, space, and solitude. The genius of these floor plans lies in their ability to balance contradiction. They're bold yet sensitive, private yet open, sculptural yet deeply livable. It's proof that good architecture doesn't need to shout, it just needs to be intentional. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into brutalist brilliance, please subscribe to Archithings, like the video to support our channel, and comment below with your thoughts or favorite brutalist home. See you in the next one.